Good afternoon. Welcome to another Tjhoko Paint Thursday Live. I am Nadine Vosloo, better known as Mama Tjhoko, and I say it every week, but I sincerely mean every word. I am here to give inspiration and to inspire you, and my life's mission is to look at things with a different eye. If we can look and see things and see potential, life and the world around us will be a beautiful place. So look around you, see possibilities, whether it's in the humans that you're working with, that you're living with, or with items around you. Let's make positive impacts. Today I'm going to share some ideas, and we're just going to have fun with the metallic Tjhoko Paint metallic range. And I think this is also something that I realized when we recently filmed a YouTube series with Tjhoko Paint, which will be available soon to everyone free of charge, is we started mixing around and playing around with the different Tjhoko metallic colors, and the entire Tjhoko Paint team that was involved got so excited. And I just thought, if the team that works with Tjhoko on a daily basis can get so excited, this is something that I need to share with everyone. And this is what we're going to do. So we are going to work on raw timber items that I actually purchased from Galmar. So they have, if you haven't seen the shops, pop in there. They've got stunning raw timber opportunities and possibilities. So around me are things that I have already prepared, but for instance, this is a piece of a leg that can be used to be added to a furniture item, just to add something extra to the item. Maybe even, can you imagine, a piece of wood and you just add legs to it and it can be a beautiful bathroom stool. I have something like that that I need to show you. These ones I've painted already, but they come in all different shapes and sizes. And what we are going to do is we are going to play around with these legs and make candle holders from them. Okay, but more on that later. Let's start with the play part. So on the instructions on the metallic colors, just to start from the beginning. The metallic range, the consistency thereof in the Tjhoko range, differs completely from the rest of the color range, purely because the metallic colors are metallic pigments, metal pigments in a water-based form. So the wonderful thing about Tjhoko, and this is something that I feel so passionate about, is that the entire range is water-based, eco-friendly, non-toxic. And even more than that, for those that are new family members, because with Tjhoko you become family, is that our colors are named after people. We are proudly South African, proud to be South African, proud to be part of a colorful rainbow company. We love our people, and in our book that we published in 2021, we actually, the very last few pages, we show the names and the people that the metallic range are named after. And these people are jewels, like the rest of the members, to the family range. So there's Anne's Rose Gold, that's Amanda, something amazing that was created with her color. There's Shamainki, Alina, Alice Gold, and something amazing that was done in her color. And then we show the steps, so you can just dry brush with the metallics, you can paint solid with the metallics. Like the rest of the Tjhoko range, the possibilities are endless. Here we've stenciled with Shamainki's color, Charm Silver. She is tiny, short, and a piece of, lovable person. Okay, so the book is filled with inspiration, but more than just inspiration, it tells our story, our passion. So Tjhoko is not only paint, it's all about passion and people. So on the instructions of the metallic colors, we make mention to first paint a solid coat of either sheriff stone or matte black. But while we were busy with the YouTube lives, we tested it on a light color, and I'll show you now. So with raw timber items, you don't need to clean it with lacquer thinners like we recommend on varnish surfaces, like on wall tiles, like melamine kitchens. Yeah, you can paint all of that with Tjhoko without having to apply primers first, but the most important step is to properly clean with your lacquer thinners. On raw wood, that's not necessary. So I am going to show I've prepared one in a light color that was painted in Lorraine's cream. And then, so this is just the raw wood. The same steps will apply to the different pieces of wood. And then I've prepared one in Sheriff Stone, which is the darker charcoal color. And the first step is simply, and I'm going to show it so that the steps do make sense, I'm simply going to apply a coat of paint on my raw timber surface. No primer is needed. And in the same breath, we are going to be creative. Something that I asked during the Thursday live sessions on Facebook, and this is something that we publish on our YouTube channel afterwards. So if you've missed a Thursday live, please go like, follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you will see all the amazing ideas we freely share with everyone. And I find my inspiration from all of you, so I cannot take the credit for this. We have a question. Let Kaylee tell me what the question is. The question is, when is the second book available? Okay, that's something that I need to work on. I actually do have a plan for it, and we are in conversations. I can't make promises yet, but it's something that I have up my sleeve to do soon. Yeah, it's something that we do need. Okay, so my first coat has been applied, and I'm actually not even going to apply a second coat because it's nice and solid. So first coat is always your foundation coat. Make sure that it's done evenly and smoothly and nicely. Good quality paint brushes, always key to success when painting. So make sure it's done evenly, nicely everywhere. I'm going to allow for this to dry, and while it's drying, we are going to be playful, and this is the part that I'm so excited about. But before we start playing, something that I ask every week is to share where you are watching from. So we have family members across the world, around the world, Australia, Switzerland, New Zealand, Ireland, Zimbabwe, Mauritius, Botswana, Namibia. Share where you are watching from, even if it's in a local town in South Africa. It would be lovely to know where you are based. Okay, what we are going to do, so the Tjhoko metallic range it comes in 3 basic colors. So the one is Am's Rose Gold. This is the first. Then there is Charm Silver. And they also come with stirring sticks, mixing sticks. And the reason for this is, like I've mentioned right in the beginning, the composition of the metallics are completely different to that of the rest of the Tjhoko range, purely because it's pure metal pigment that makes the color, and you will see it actually separates in the store. So that's why we include the mixing stick, so that you can just mix the more solid, heavier parts of the content with the rest of the content. Water-based. Okay. So these are the 3 basic colors, and for some, color is a very personal thing. The colors might be too bright. Personally, that's how I also feel. And this is how you mute the colors and start playing around to create your own metallics. So let's start playing. And now here you see yourself as a chemist. You see yourself as experimenting, and I think this is the part that I like most. So I'm going to decant some rose gold in this palette board, and to soften the tone of the rose gold, I'm adding some silver. I just want to give it another stir. So I'm mixing well. And I just want to show how to achieve different colors. And once again, you mix until you are happy with the outcome. So here I'm mixing rose gold and silver together. Oopsie. And you will see a beautiful, soft pink rose gold appearing. Always taste first and let the color dry to see if you still want to soften it more with more silver. Completely up to you. But can you see how we've softened the rose gold? Okay, so we don't recommend mixing different Tjhoko colors, normal paint colors, with the metallics, but you can mix different metallics together. Next, I'm going to take the gold. Sorry, Kaylee, it's a lot of zooming. We are a team. Kaylee is my daughter. She is my friendly face behind the camera and the person that I bounce my energy from, because she's just amazing and such a shoulder and a support. I love you to bits, Kaylee. Okay, so here I'm mixing normal Alice gold, the normal gold, with silver. So if you find that the gold is too bright, you mute it with silver. And once again, this is personal preference. Just make sure you mix enough if you are attempting a larger project. The metallics are fantastic to use on picture frames, on decor items, dry brush to just get that bling on a surface. Once again, we don't recommend mixing normal Tjhoko colors to the metallics. Okay, so here we have a soft, beautiful gold finish. And I'm going to put it here to rest so that you can see the difference. Now I'm going to mix the two golds together, rose gold and then the Alice gold. So this is play, play, play. And we are going to create metal looking candlesticks from wooden items. And this creates an exciting goldish color. So it's a muted version between the gold and the rose gold. And when you want to mute this, if you feel, oh, it's a bit too orange for my taste, look what happens. And remember, color is a personal thing. You might not feel like that, or you might. We are all different. There are always ways of fixing and making a difference and just change. Okay, so there I'm adding some silver to this. And can you see how beautiful the silver just mutes the metallic? How beautiful is this? Okay, so now I'm going to start painting with the metallics. I have mixed these earlier today in different glass jars so that I can actually seal it and reuse at a later stage. So what am I going to do? I am going to paint with my, and this is the mix between the rose gold and the silver, on my lighter surface. And I just want to show you how stunning this works as well. Even if the surface is not dark, you're painting on. And once you start painting, oh my hat, you don't want to stop. You are looking around you and you are looking for opportunities for more things to get a coat of Tjhoko. Okay, so first coats are always even coats, and I am going to apply a second coat. So I just make sure that it's done nicely. But can you see, Kaylee, is this nicely visible in the screen? How beautiful and soft this metallic is. Okay, second coat to be applied later. And then my mixture that I've mixed the silver and the gold together, I'm going to paint this on my darker surface. So here's it on the Sheriff Stone charcoal color that I've painted earlier today. Even coat. And I make sure it's done everywhere. Top and bottom and everywhere, because you're going to see what's going to happen next. Okay. So I also mix during use to make sure all the particles mix well together. Just peek in there. I just want to show you how stunning is that. Okay, so getting dirty, painting everywhere. Yeah, Kaylee says you actually don't want to take your eyes off it. Okay, so needs to dry, second coat. I just want to show something here. So if you want to add something extra to the metallics, and this is purely giving some tips and ideas, I am going to have a damp cloth. Okay, so this is just a rag, mutton cloth, t-shirt. Don't buy something, use something that you have lying around in the house. Even an old kitchen towel will work great. And then just to mute anything if you want to. Now the antique glaze we have showed how to use it on Ray stenciling. Go watch the YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. How to use it on an embellishment, which is stunning. But it can also just add a very subtle detail and depth on a surface. So I'm mixing it well, and you will see with the other videos, if you work on a larger area, follow the instructions on the lid, because it's a concentrated sealant actually, but we don't use it as a sealant, we use it to create depth. The clear glaze we use in bathrooms, kitchens, outside to make the surface water and UV resistant. The antique glaze is there to give depth. Larger surfaces follow the instructions. Anything that is decor, small, arty, crafty, you have the ability to ignore rules. And sometimes it is also necessary not to be worried about rules all the time. So I have mixed it well, because it also has some colorant in it that needs to be mixed with the rest of the content. And I dip good quality artist brush in here, very subtle. This is not going to be in your face detail. I paint in these grooves. Not large areas at a time, because if it's undiluted, it dries quick. I have a damp microfiber cloth that's folded like a ball. I've pressed it flat with my free hand, and very gently I just wipe over that antique glaze. It is subtle, it's not in your face, but it just accentuates the detail on this wood. Is it clear, Kaylee? Can you see what's happening? So I will paint it into all the crevices, small areas at a time. Wipe away. So it just sits in that crevice. You need to wonder, what happened in there? But you're not sure what happened, but the detail is there. It's soft, it is elegant, it's beautiful. Okay, and then that one. So there I'm painting in the crevice. Very light pressure, else you will just remove everything that you've just painted, and I wipe away. So it just sits in that crevice. And if it ends up on the metallic surface, it just mutes it a bit and adds more detail. I'm just going to finish this section.
I can just make it clear that it's antique brown glaze that you're painting on.
Okay, I am using antique brown glaze. This is the product that I'm currently using to create the detail in the crevices and the grooves. So this is what the product looks like. Clear glaze is something different, and there are numerous videos on that. Antique glaze is for detail, crevices, grooves. Okay, now that I've done this, I'll do the same to that one, but the process will remain the same. I just want to get to the next section where we are going to play around. Now just to show, so this is the rose gold and silver mixed together, and that's the end result. This is the Alice gold and the Shams silver mixed together, and the end result. And here is the last mixture that we've mixed together. That is all three colors mixed together, and there's a beautiful metal color that we've achieved. Now you can always, with silver dry brush on this, you can add gold leaf, silver leaf, and so the possibilities are endless. We have a question.
Can we paint the metal colors onto material such as denim?
Yeah, you can definitely paint. So the question is, can I paint the metal colors onto denim? Yes, you definitely can. What I will suggest is also first paint a base coat in your normal Tjhoko color, whether a light or a dark, and then paint your metallic onto that. Once the paint has dried, iron on the back with a hot iron to heat set the colors. And when you wash, make sure that your washing machine is set on a cold cycle. Okay, now we are going to play. So we have different shapes, and we are going to assemble them to make candlesticks. So can you see what I'm doing? So the options are endless once again. This can be a candlestick. This can be a candlestick. This can be a candlestick. With that on top can be a candlestick. So now you start playing around. How am I going to put all of this together? You are going to use a glue gun. Yes, and it works. So here's my glue gun. I'm using my Ryobi. I have plugged it in before the session started, so the glue is already hot. And now I'm going to play. So let's just start. I love this. So I press my glue. Make sure it's nicely in the center before it cools down. Let's do another one like this. And I turn it around nicely in the center. And now I can decide, okay, I want it square with the bottom one. And if I'm going to put my candle on here, this is what it will look like. And if I want to play around more, so there's option 1, is it nice and clear? Here's option 2, let's do this, and we stick them together like this. Make sure it's nice and straight with the bottom one. This is still wet, but this will look stunning up there. It's still wet, so that is an option. So I still need to paint this one. I don't want to glue it while it's still wet, then the glue won't stick. And then I have a candle over here. Candle holder over there. Let's just make way. And then this is something that's still work in progress. So this is what the wood looked like. This is what it looks like now. And then if I want to add something else, I can just paint it in the same color. But just so that the process makes sense, I will twist this around. But now you need to imagine with me, it's done in the same color as the bottom section. And then you can add a big candle over here. And we have candle holders from something that was meant to be used as something else. Okay, no, nothing else is needed. Your project now is complete. You play around, you have fun, and maybe even other objects in and around the house can be used as candle holders. We should not be worried about load shedding because we can make plans. My message for the week is the following. Stop. Stop, take time, listen, and look who and what is around you. Make contact with people, build relationships, have a chat. Something that I mentioned earlier today during a day that I've attended is that we all have stories, and these stories are there to be shared. We will only get wiser and will know how to tackle life if we share our stories and our experiences and share how we've grown from these experiences and stories. Life isn't perfect, but we can make it a place where we assist each other, we listen, we help, we reach out, and we share experiences. Thank you for all the amazing birthday wishes I've received. I read every single one of them. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and from Mama Tjhoko to the entire Tjhoko family. Doesn't matter where you are watching from. Thank you, and this is something that we've shared today on our LinkedIn page, is I said thank you for the ability to feel free in sharing my creativity. Because if you feel free and you feel that there's unconditional acceptance, the world is your oyster. So let's accept each other, don't judge, and make things possible for each other. Thank you for what all of you have made possible for me. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Continue sharing ideas with us all. That's why we are there, to inspire each other. And thank you for the inspiration that I receive from you all. Loads of love. Till next time. Bye-bye.